Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So today, what I'm going to do, I will discuss with you guys about the form display density, the way the component looks like, especially the fields and the labels. So, for instance, I have this create contact and edit contact, right, where you can see the first name and the place where you enter the first name is in the same space instead of having first name label at the top and the place to fill the first name uh, box at the bottom, right? So that's because of the form display density, and this is set to something called compact. There are two kinds, right? One is the comfy, and another one is the compact, right? So you can set it at the org level that is there, right? And then you can also set it as your personal level. So let me show you the org level first, where you can set it. So based on that, your org will respond to it, irrespective of the user uh, logging in to the org, right? But if you don't like an org level display density, you can change it at the person level. I'll show you both. And also, the reason why I wanted to talk about this from an LWC perspective, how you can set the density in your code, right? So first thing first, as I mentioned, let's look at the org density, the default one. So you go to setup here, right? And under setup, um, go to user interface. So users, hang on a second. Okay, user interface, and then density settings. When you go there, um, you can change the settings, right? So right now it's compact, so and you can change it to comfy if you like, right? So that's your choice. Sometimes your business is very picky. I wanted to have a comfy, right? For now, I'll just keep it comfy. So any user that logs in will have a comfy settings. So just to demonstrate that, so what I'll do, I'll go to the same again, the home page. Okay, now our org has compact setting, right? So which means that the labels and the box, very input box, are in the same line. Now I go to the view profile, and you can see that this is display density. I change it to comfy, right? So I'll just do the refresh now. Okay, it's cool, no problem whatsoever, right? Okay, now what I'll do, I will log in as another user. Okay, now in my profile, so I'm saying, hey, my density is comfy. Okay, so but remember that org has the default density that is compact. So what will happen to another user who logs into the org? Okay, let's find out. So go to setup, um, and I go to user, right, and I'll log in as a user. Let's say if I can find. Okay, I'll log in as a standard user, right? So test user. Okay. All right. For some reason, edit contact is not visible. But that being said, if you look at the about contact, right, like first name and last name is on the same line. And if you look at, let's say I go to leads, maybe it's the same. If I have one, maybe there's none. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Okay, let's look at it. Yeah, come on. Right, you see that the name, so label and um, the details are on the same line, right? So that's how it works, which is great because that's how the compact form density works. And currently the org one is by default, right? That is the compact one. Now let's say if I wanted to have an LWC component, let's say this one, right? Let me go to this cells again. Let's say you have two components, okay? And I always want say this. I'll change it back to say compact. Yeah. Let's say I want this edit contact to always stay as comfy, right? So how to achieve that is pretty simple. So what I do, I mean, I don't want the create contact to to stay as comfy. I just wanted to follow the profile or org form density. I don't care about that. But if I go to edit contact, I want this to be taken care of always as the comfy one. So what I'll do, I'll go to Visual Studio Code, and this is a component I've been working on. So there's something called density. So what I'll do, I'll just put it as comfy. Yeah. So under Lightning record edit form, so there's something called density. So you can see that the sets the arrangement style of fields and labels in the form. Accepted values are compact and comfy. So default is auto. So I made it to comfy. And what I'll do, I will save it. Let's see if I've enabled autosave. That's great. And I deploy the source to org. And let's see what happens. I mean, this is very simple concept, right? I mean, but sometimes, you might get a request from a customer, hey, can I keep this label at the top, right? Can I keep the comfy form layout or the compact layout, right? If you, as a developer, if you build the LWC component, you should know, right? There's an option to fill it. So, and it sounds very trivial, but, just for the sake of, like I always say, for the sake of completeness, it's important for me to demonstrate it. Okay, so, all right, just a second, should work. There you go. See, so my profile, profile density, display density is compact, but the this LWC component is under comfy because I explicitly mentioned, hey, give me the density which is comfy, right? So yeah, this is all I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoyed this today's session. It's pretty simple, right? So we got a lot to cover from an LWC perspective. I will be doing every day, like I said, right? Because I wanted to make sure that you guys understand simple stuff, complex stuff over the course of time, and I try to squeeze in a little bit different stuff here and there, right? And once that's done, we're going to look for a different certification series. I'm going to start, right? I also wanted to start the Salesforce Net Zero because like I said, if you've been following me along in LinkedIn, right, you must know that I'm a very passionate climate change person. Recently, I reached out to Minister of Climate Change in New Zealand. I mean, he was very polite to. I mean, I got a response from the office to say, "Hey, send me your YouTube, not YouTube, your subscriber uh, count and whatever, whatnot." Right. So, yeah, I send them all the details. We'll see how it goes. Right. So, all right. That being said, I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. Adios.